I prepared the wrong syllabus by accident. Studied completely different topics.
Realized my mistake 2 hours before exam.
Panicked. Cried. Thought I would fail completely. But I scored 88%.
Here's what I learned about exam patterns that shocked me. 3 weeks before exam, I was given syllabus.
Printed it. Started studying. I studied for 3 weeks. Deep study. Made notes. Solved problems. Felt very confident. Very prepared. Day before exam, I was reviewing. Mentioned my topics to classmate. She said, "Wait, did you get the updated syllabus?" My heart stopped. Updated syllabus. Turned out, 1 week after I got my syllabus, the teacher released updated syllabus. Different topics. Different focus. I was studying old syllabus. Completely wrong topics. I had 1 hour before bed. 1 hour to try fixing this. Started reading new syllabus quickly. Realized I only knew maybe 20% of the new topics. 80% was completely new. 1 hour to learn 80% of new material. Impossible. I went to bed defeated. Next morning. Exam day. I was terrified. Opened exam paper. Read first question. The question was on old syllabus. My syllabus. I solved it easily. Second question. Third question. Fourth question. Wait. These were mostly on my syllabus. Not the new syllabus. Final results. 60% of exam was old syllabus. 40% was new syllabus. I attempted all 60% old questions and scored well. I skipped most of new questions. But my score was 88%. Not failing. This was the revelation. The exam was not purely based on new syllabus. There was a pattern. Old topics and new topics were both included. And old topics were actually majority. Here's what I realized about teachers questioning patterns. Teachers don't just teach new material. They reinforce old material too. They want students to know both. So exam includes both old and new topics. Usually old topics are larger, because students already studied them. New topics are smaller, because limited time to study. When you study old syllabus, you covered 70 to 80% of exam material. Even if new syllabus exists, most exam still comes from old. This is why I scored 88% despite studying wrong material. Let me explain the pattern more. When teacher updates syllabus, they don't discard old material. They add to it. Build upon it. Exam tests new topics for sure, but heavily tests old topics too. So students who studied old material even with new syllabus existing still have solid foundation. They miss new topics, but nail old topics. This is exactly what happened to me. Now here's the strategic lesson. When exam comes, don't assume everything is from latest syllabus. Old topics are probably 50% of exam. New topics are probably 30%. Review and clarification topics are probably 20%. If you focus only on new topics, you miss 50% of exam. Smart approach. Study both old and new topics. Focus more on old, because they're weighted more heavily. Second lesson. Past papers matter way more than current syllabus. Past papers show what teacher actually asks, not what teacher claims to ask. Your official syllabus might say one thing, but teachers' exam questions reveal actual focus. I should have solved past papers. I would have seen the pattern. Old topics dominate past papers. New topics are secondary. This would have shown me to focus more on old topics.
Instead, I studied random topics and got lucky.
But luck can fail. Third lesson. Always check if syllabus is updated. This sounds obvious, but most students don't. They get syllabus, study it, never check again. Update comes. They miss it. 1 week before exam. Ask, is this the latest syllabus? Confirm with teacher. Confirm with classmates. Make sure you're studying the right material.
Now let me show you how my 88% even with wrong material breaks down.
Old topics questions. I attempted 15 questions.
Scored 14.
93%. New topics questions. I attempted 5 questions. Scored 3. 60%. Review questions. I attempted 5 questions. Scored 4. 80%. Overall, 88%.
If I had studied the new syllabus correctly, my new topic score would be 90% instead of 60.
Overall, would be 92%. 4 points higher. But even with this disadvantage, 88% is respectable. Because I nailed the 80% of exam that was actually based on old material. Let me ask you something. Have you ever studied wrong material?
Did it hurt your exam score?
Or did you manage somehow? Comment below. Tell me your exam material stories.
Next video I'm analyzing past 5 years of exam papers for one subject.
Showing exact pattern of which topics repeat. And which topics never appear. This pattern analysis beats any syllabus. Subscribe to see which topics are actually tested. Now here's your challenge for this week. Get your current exam syllabus. Confirm it's the latest version. Then solve past 5 years exam papers. Look for patterns. Which topics appear most? Which topics rarely appear? Match your studying to the actual exam pattern, not the official syllabus. Comment below. What pattern did you find in past papers? Before you go, 3 things. 1. Subscribe. You're here because patterns matter. Subscribe so you study what actually appears on exams. 2. Comment if you've studied wrong material. How did you handle it? 3. Share this with a friend who just started studying.
If this helped you, help them.
Tag a friend. Now go. Check your exam syllabus. Make sure it's the latest. Solve past papers. Find the actual pattern. Study what teachers actually test, not what syllabus claims.
I'll see you next week with the pattern analysis video.
Until then, follow past papers,
not just syllabi.